WROI Giant FM and streaming live on the First Federal Facebook page.
Yes, indeed, it is an absolutely beautiful morning. A little on the chilly side, but the sun's shining, and, well, Tanner, you're here.
Morning.
Good morning.
It's sunny, like you said, no rain.
Yeah, that's the plus.
I haven't had rain all week. It's been nice.
I know. Don't jinx it.
I know. Any rain in the forecast this weekend?
Not for this
all right,
weekend.
so I'm not jinxing it.
But if it happens to rain somehow, because it is Indiana, it is Tanner's fault.
Blame it on me. All right. Well, it's Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, it is.
It's kind of always, in my opinion, the quote-unquote official start of summer, even though the official starts, June 21st or 22nd?
Something like that, yeah.
But
yeah, all the schools that are still in get out today. And
yep.
So, yeah, I mean, it unofficially is the start of summer.
Starting to feel like summer. Even though yesterday was a little chilly, and like I said, this morning's a little chilly, but that's all right. And it's good. Let's get the boats on the lake, get on the golf course, watch the race this weekend.
Been on the course yet?
Not here.
As long as you've hit some golf balls.
I have. I've been on the driving range a lot.
All right, that's
what I need. Well, I need practice anyways, but I don't like to practice, but I need practice. But like you were saying, today's the last day for Rochester schools today. Caston's got graduation tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of other local schools, if they're not already out, are getting out today. So congratulations to everybody on another school year. So
yeah.
Teachers, administrators, students. It's a lot to get through a school year anymore.
It is. It is.
Well, I got some trivia for you today. It's Indy 500 related. 107th running's coming up Sunday. So I don't know what Indy 500 winner started the tradition of drinking the milk after winning the race. I'll give you 4 options, and you know the drill. You get the whole show to think about it. Is it Lewis Meyer, George Robson, Bill Holland, or A.J. Foyt? Don't be looking for clues around here. Either do our guests. So
no, the only person who's going to give me a clue is already glaring at me from the back room. I can feel it. That if I get this wrong, he's just going to come in here and hit me.
Well, you get all the show to think about it. So
yeah, thanks.
You can come back and give me your answer later. But we have a fun program in store this morning. We're going to be talking to Austin Shepard and Grant Downs, the Rochester Moose Lodge. They'll be talking about the opening of the lake event coming up on June 10th. So we'll talk to them momentarily. First, I thought we'd do some sports talking, some sports reports.
All right, let's do it.
They got a lot going on locally still, a lot of sports wrapping up.
Yeah.
And other sports getting into the postseason. Johnny had the rundown there at 7 o'clock, so I'm not going to try to top him. But we'll add some national sports notes here. NBA playoffs. Thought we might get the NBA Finals matchup after last night, but that wasn't meant to be, as Boston decided to extend the series a little longer. They're doing the NBA favors here, because Boston, or Miami could have finished this thing earlier this week, and the NBA could have went 8 days without a game.
Yeah.
But instead, that series is at 3-2 with the Heat leading. But Boston got the win last night, like I said, 110-97. The winner of the Western Conference Finals, the Denver Nuggets, first time they've ever done that in franchise history. They're awaiting the winner of this series. So they're getting a little rest.
I think I saw a tweet from you this week that said don't sleep on the Nuggets.
Well, I feel like ESPN's just giving them motivation. This whole way. They don't talk about them. Right now it's not what did the Nuggets do right, it's what did the Lakers do wrong.
Yeah.
And now LeBron comes out and is saying that he played the whole playoffs with a hurt foot, might need surgery, he contemplating retirement. I haven't seen too many athletes that want the attention on themselves more than LeBron James.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I know there's a lot of LeBron fans out there, but good player, but I'm not one of his fans. But by this time next week, we will know NBA Finals matchups, and we'll have one game, I think, on our best.
All right.
Going around the MLB, last week I said you can pretty much make a hotkey and just put it on repeat. Here's the records, and the records have changed a bunch within the last week, especially for your Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah.
Record of 21-28 now, third in the AL Central.
Mm-hmm.
You let the Tigers pass you with a record of 23-25. The White Sox are still sitting behind you, though, with a record of 21-31. And the Yankees fan, I got for the Yankees record out there. They're starting to heat up, a record of 30-22, but they're still third in the AL East.
Yeah.
Just shows you how good the AL East is right now.
Yeah, that's why, honestly, if we don't make it to, October, I'm okay with that.
A lot of baseball left. A lot of baseball left. We're not even in June yet. On the flip side, in NL, it's a struggle for the local teams in NL Central right now. We got the Cubs with a record of 22 and 27. Cardinals right behind them with a record of 23 and 29. And then the Reds, bottom of the division, with a record of 21 and 29. All kind of jumbled right there.
Mm-hmm.
Both AL Central and NL Central, not off the hot starts, maybe.
No,
But
not at all.
lots of season. Yeah. Well, the second of the 4 golf major championships was completed over the weekend. History was made as the first Live Golf participant who won a major, Brooks Koepka,
Yeah.
winning his 5th overall major title, his 3rd PGA championship, and he's only at the age of 33. I'm guessing he'll get a few more majors under his belt. And then his Florida Panthers made the Stanley Cup Finals this week too, so he's had a good week overall.
Yeah.
Next golf major coming, the big golf major coming up will be on Father's Day weekend, which is the U.S. Open.
Okay.
And of course, like I said in the start of the show and on our trivia question today, the 107th running in Indianapolis, I just want to say 500, Indianapolis 500 is running on Sunday.
Yeah.
You guys are going to have all the coverage on that.
The coverage will start at 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
until, I think, 4.
4.
I could be wrong.
Okay. Well, I presumed there's some post-race coverage.
Yeah, there'll be some post-race coverage. I just know it starts at 11.
Have a favorite? Anybody picking?
No.
No?
No.
No?
Not this year.
No?
No.
All right. I'll throw out a name, and I don't know why. I'm not a big racing fan, but on one of my podcasts I do, I said this was one of my bold predictions for 2023 at the start of the year. I just picked this guy, so I'm sticking with him. Joseph Newgarden
All right.
of Team Penske. I think he's starting 17th, so about right in the middle there.
Yeah.
We'll see. He'll probably wreck now early.
Yeah, because you're pulling for him. He'll 3 laps in, he'll wreck.
Yeah, probably. We'll see. Well, I have some tidbits here this morning for you, Paul. On this day in 1897, Dracula was published. So did you know it was a book before it was a movie?
Yes, I did.
I didn't.
Oh.
So I learned something.
Oh.
New research on this. On this day in 1927, Henry Ford Motor Company produced the last and 15th million Model T Ford.
Ah.
And on this day in 1974, the Indianapolis 500 was ran on Sunday for the first time, which was news to me. I figured it was either always ran on Sunday or at least it went back further time than that.
Yeah.
I'm sure your dad will have more.
Oh,
on
I'm
Indy
sure.
500 later this
Yeah.
morning. Well, I'm sure you want to know what days it is today.
I saw some, so let's do this.
Well, it's National Blueberry Cheesecake Day.
Yeah.
You a fan?
I like cheesecake.
I like cheesecake too. I'm not a huge blueberry guy, but you can do worse than that. It's World Lindy Hop Day.
Yeah. I'm not doing any Lindy Hops.
No?
No.
Well, you'll save the Facebook viewers from having to see that.
Yes.
It's Don't Fry Day, as in don't get sunburnt,
Yep.
which I think you're probably pretty good today.
I think so.
National Road Trip Day. Good weekend to travel.
Yeah.
It's one of the more busy weekends to travel.
It is.
Out there on the roads and in the air.
Yeah, they said yesterday was the busiest day for travel for the weekend, so
Yeah.
be careful.
World Dracula Day, of course, goes with
yeah.
the book coming out in 1897. And it's National Paper Airplane Day. You probably hit a few people back when they had paper airplanes.
No.
No?
They went to the front of the desk and just hit the floor.
So you were one of the ones getting hit by them?
No.
No?
No.
All right.
I just couldn't make them to save my life.
All right. Maybe you should try that now that you're a little older.
Yeah, no.
Well, we got the upcoming local event going on Monday. The Optimist Club is going to be serving a pancake breakfast from 7 to 11 a.m. That's going to be at the Fulton County 4-H Fairgrounds. Cost is $8 and $3.50 for children younger than 12. Carryout will be available. All proceeds will go towards the Amber Dyson Memorial Scholarship. We had Rick O'Neill on a few weeks ago to talk about that. So, if you're looking for a good breakfast, go out to the Fulton County 4-H Fairgrounds on Monday and that's from 7 to 11 a.m. And I think sausage is served too. I just have a pancake breakfast, but I think it's pancake and sausage. I want to give some flowers this morning to our Bremen branch mortgage manager, Dennis Belinsky, who's retiring today after 28 plus years of running our Bremen branch. So congratulations. Yes, absolutely. Congratulations to Dennis, and I know he's going to spend a lot of his retirement out on the golf course.
As most do.
So, 28 plus years, and couldn't thank him enough. Well, at First Federal, we are open today from 8:30 till 5, and tomorrow from 8:30 to noon. We will be closed on Monday, observance of Memorial Day, but we'll be open again on Tuesday with our regular business hours. But don't worry, if you need some money on Monday, you can always bank with us online and with our mobile app, which is free to download. And our ATMs are always open 24/7 as well. And if you're traveling over the weekend and you're not sure what ATM you can use without getting charged a surcharge fee, look up go to moneypass.com, look up and find the nearest MoneyPass ATM. You can use that without getting charged a fee. We offer Simply Free checking accounts and Simply Free business checking accounts. Right now, when you open up a new checking account, you'll get an option of a free gift. We have 2 different gift options, and I meant to bring them in this morning, and of course I forgot.
Yeah.
It's an LED lamp speaker or a First Federal Savings Bank insulated mug.
Okay.
And if you already have a checking account with us, but you really want that gift, you can refer a friend and still get that gift. You can do that in person or online. When you refer a friend and they come in to open the account, not only will they get a gift for opening the account, but you will as well for just referring them. So just tell them Paul sent you.
Yeah.
And you'll get a gift, and Paul will get a gift too. And we're offering some new specials going on. We got some spring specials because technically we're still in spring.
Yeah.
We have a $1,000 lender credit towards standard closing costs on all purchase fixed rate sellable loans. Disclosed between now through June 30th. And if you're looking to refinance, we have a $750 lender credit towards standard closing costs on all qualified refinance transactions through June 30th. So, somebody's there honking in the background of us.
Yeah.
I don't know if that got over there, waved it up.
You'd be surprised.
We also offer commercial lending for businesses. Contact Lenny Breeden for more information. His direct number is 574-223-1716. And if you're thinking about retiring or want to talk to your 401k, get a 401k going, IRA, those types of things, contact Mark Blueball or Brian Bell of our Financial Services Department, and they'll help you along with that.
Okay.
And we're active on all social media channels. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at FF Banking. Like our LinkedIn page and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which you can see an archive of the past 4 years worth of First Federal radio shows.
Few changes on that.
Including this one will be up on YouTube later today.
All right.
We're the only locally owned bank in Fulton County. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. We are FDIC insured and an equal housing lender. And our NMLS number is 399927.
And that makes
us legal and ready to welcome our guests on the radio this morning.
As they debate who's going.
Grant Downs, administrator of the Rochester Moose Lodge, and Austin Shepard, who's a past governor of the Rochester Moose Lodge. Morning, guys.
Morning.
Thanks for joining me this morning.
Thanks for inviting us.
Absolutely. Anytime. Well, I know the Moose has got a lot going on this year. You've had a lot going on. I got a big event coming up on June 10th with the opening of the lake. But first off, I want you guys to say how long you've been associated with the Moose and kind of why you decided to get involved with the Moose.
I've been on the board of the Moose since 2015. I've been a member since 2004. Actually what got me involved in the Moose was Grant's father. He wanted the younger crowd to get involved, and so that got Kyle Williams and I involved in 2015, and then down the road we decided to hire this guy as an administrator, so it comes full circle.
Yeah, Dad signed me up on my 21st birthday back in 2007, and then in 2019 I left my job in Fort Wayne and came back here, took over Culligan, and unfortunately became the administrator of the Moose.
So what duties comes along with being the administrator?
So I am basically the business head of the Moose. the board does all the membership stuff and all that. I'm more responsible for paying our bills, paying the insurance, getting our inventory stocked. I mean, everything you would do with running a business is kind of my side of the gig. But I also do a lot of membership stuff into as well, and handle a lot of the fraternal stuff in terms of entering applications and kind of assigning duties to people and trying to round up volunteers to do stuff, because ultimately I can't do it all. Our bartenders can't do it all. We rely on volunteers, members, board members, etc.
In Austin, as a past governor, what were some of the duties the governor has?
Making sure he pays the bills and does his job. No, it's just a board spot. We're one of the fraternal organizations that every officer on the board has a vote. Nobody has more power, so it's if you're on the board, you're on the board. It's just a title, but like Grant said, we have our board of officers, and then obviously we still need more volunteers because the place is obviously a large piece of property, and is a lot of upkeep, and then there's a lot of these events that we need more than just our bartenders to do stuff. So that's why we rely on everybody to step up and do what they need to do.
How many board members do you have?
So there's, 8? No, there's 9. 7. I think there's 7 board
7 to
members.
9.
Yeah, there's 7. There's 4 officers and then 3 trustees, so there's 7. They all have a vote. I don't have a vote. I'm kind of beholden to whatever they decide, even if I disagree, begrudgingly. There are times I hold out on stuff until they kind of hold me to the fire and say, nope, you gotta write this check, and it's, alright, let's write the check. But yeah, we have a good board. We did get 2 new board members this year, finally. We have our first female board member, Haley Lehman. The Moose did combine the men and women a few years ago. This is the first year a woman ran, and she's our vice president, actually. She's going to do a great job. All of our board members do a great job, though. They show up. They're there a lot. They're always there to answer questions for people or refer people to me, which is what they're very good at.
And also, you can congratulate Haley, and she will be our 2023 Moose of the Year. So she will join Mr. Brian Harris on the boat for boat parade, which we'll get into in a bit.
She didn't know that, so congratulations, Haley. Well, she did. It kind of got spilled to her at the meeting, and she said, I don't want it. And we said, okay, you won't have to be it. Well, tough. You're the Moose of the Year.
So what's the process of becoming a board member? Do you have to be a member of the Moose for so long? Or? So
to become a board member, you have to be a member in good standing for 6 months, and then every March we put out election forms. You have to have one member nominate you, and then if we have a contested election, beginning of April, we have an election. We actually have not had a contested election in the 3 years since I've taken over. That's terrible grammar, I apologize. But, it's worked out. We haven't really had any, I can't say we've had a bad board member, so, contested elections are good, because then we get the will of the people, but, people don't sign up to run. It is what it is.
Sure. And roughly how many members?
So we are currently at 1,296 members. We are the second largest Moose Lodge in the state.
That's great.
Per capita in our town, we are by far the largest in the state. Columbus is the only one bigger than us, and they have, I think, 1,600 plus. So I doubt we ever reach them, but, we have, I would say, the nicest facility in the state. We run, I think, one of the better lodges in the state, and I encourage everybody to come out, check us out. You can come visit us twice without being a member. If you like it, get an application from the bartender and sign up.
And we're speaking with Grant Downs, administrator of the Rochester Moose Lodge, and Austin Shepard, past governor of the Rochester Moose Lodge. Big event coming up June 10th. The opening of the lake.
Yeah, we got opening the lake. Basically starts at noon that day with the boat parade. We have a great payout this year, I feel. So I always want to encourage people to take the time and decorate their boat and get in the parade. It's a fun event. Hopefully we get 10, 15 boats this year. 20 if we can would be great. But the winner takes home
$300.
$300. Second is
200.
third is
100.
There you go.
Sounds like a good payout to me.
And that's cold hard cash, unmarked bills.
Now, Andy Nard is two-time defending champion, and it wasn't really close last year. So I encourage people to get out there, decorate your boat, come up with a good theme. We found out that lake themes and themes that reference Manitow's history tend to get the most votes. So there's a little tip for you.
Who votes on that?
So normally I just find about 15 people that are at the Moose that day watching, and we just have a random group of about 15 voters. We'll also do a People's Choice vote where everybody can vote once or twice or whatever they want to stuff the ballot box. And we'll give away something fun for that. I haven't really decided what, but it's usually a bottle of booze or something.
So, what do you got to do to get in the boat parade? I mean, is it just simply...
So normally, we put a sign-up sheet out a week ahead of time, but I would say 90% of the boats just come in and sign up the day of.
Okay.
Now you must stop in the Moose and sign up. We have to get you a number, get you in line. But yeah, you can show up the day of with your boat decorated and get in the parade.
Perfect.
There is no entry fee.
Yeah, take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Got a nice boat, or got a creative team.
Yep.
Take advantage.
And all boats are welcome. We've seen John boats out there decorated all the way up to wakeboard boats, big pontoons. I mean, all shapes and sizes.
I'll just take my little rowboat out there. How's that sound?
Perfect. Kayaks, rowboats.
Now you got to make it a whole lap around the lake.
All right.
Okay. That is true. Yes, you have to make it one whole lap.
Besides the boat parade, you're also going to be having a dinner going on from 5 to 8 p.m.
So there's a reverse drawing. Dinner's not included, but dinner is served during the drawing. A platinum-haired Welsh guy named Panji is going to be making cheesesteaks and sausages, and they are phenomenal. I can promise you that. Along with that, we have Ike Rory and the Rhythm Riders playing after the drawing. I think everybody's probably heard Ike and Rory around town. They've played at Putts and at the Dam and all that. Well, they have a full band now, and this will be their first show in Rochester with the full band.
And going back to the dinner, what's the dinner cost for somebody that wants to come?
We let them run the dinner.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's probably going to be $10.
Okay.
Everything we do is usually around $9 or $10.
Okay. In the drawing, what's the payouts for the drawing?
So we do 3 payouts. We give away $1,000 at the very, very end. The last number drawn is $1,000, and then in between we give $500 out 2 separate times. I'm not sure what draw that'll be. It's usually different every year, but yeah, we're giving away $2,500 total.
$2,500 total. And anything else going on with the opening of the lake, or is that?
There is a boater safety course that morning that the Lake Association puts on. It's at 8 a.m. at the lodge. I'll be there to let everybody in. They do it once a year. It's great for youth boaters, kids just getting their license, anybody new to the lake. And unfortunately, we do get a lot of new boaters every year, and a lot of them need to take boater safety, I will say.
And what's been going on in the Moose this year so far in 2023? What events are planned for the rest of the year?
So we're really slow during the winter, so we really don't spend a lot of money and do a lot of events. A lot of our members go south. A lot of our members just don't come up to the lake. We don't have a restaurant currently. Right now we are doing what we call member dinners most Fridays. So if come on out, have a meal, try it out. Coming up, we have a wrestling show on June 17th. It's always a fun time. We have the band Phoenix Rising, June 24th. They're an awesome band, Brian Freshour and Andy Adams. On July 1st, there's a Lake Manitow Association fishing clinic. And then a band, Tonehenge, on July 1st. On July 8th is probably going to be our biggest event we've ever hosted. There is a Lake Association tour in the morning, and then we have Stacy Shanehal's Carvey's memorial fundraiser that night, and Shep can speak more on that.
Yeah, that's going to be a really, really fun fundraiser. It's a Las Vegas theme. So we will have a gambling saloon available if people want to come out and try their luck. We have a band, the 3-piece band called the Brat Pack. Obviously they're Sinatra based, but they play a little bit of everything. We will have the Log House and Argus is catering. So I think $30 will get you a meal there if you want to eat. If you come later, the meal's already gone. We will have food trucks out in the parking lot that will serve late. I think Dick's Drive-In is one of them, and I don't know the other one just yet, but we'll have a couple food trucks. We will have, like I said, gambling. We'll have 50-50 drawings. It'll just be a really, really fun event. They're trying to get a scholarship up off the ground in Stacy's memory, and it'll be a good time.
And I know, spoiler alert here, we're going to have them on too a week before that event. So tell me more about that. So
Yeah. It's a lot. There's a group of people that have put a lot of time and effort into it already. So I've seen a big group come together and throw on an event that, let's just say we're getting a tent for overflow seating on the beach. That's how, tells you how big it is.
Definitely preparing for a big event, which is great. When it comes to preparing for events, whose job is that, or is there a committee, or kind of brainstorming new events, or how's that whole process work?
So, it's real. I mean, usually we plan them during the board meetings.
Right.
But then when it comes to actually putting stuff together, it's me and whoever we can kind of round up the day up to get everything set up. That's why I always push for volunteers.
Yeah, sure. I was gonna say, it sounds like you need volunteers.
Yeah. So, and we always have fun when we set up. You know, it's not show up and work hard. It is fun. Everything we do is pretty much fun. I can't really think of any time when it's COVID time was not fun. We were doing actually renovations and all that. But outside of that, everything we have done is, I mean, it's you come and you hang out with your friends and get some work done.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you brought up the COVID renovations too, because the facility looks great.
Thank you. Yeah. COVID was obviously an awful time, but it was a blessing in disguise because we tore the lodge apart. We redid behind the bar. We had to do a lot of concrete leveling. That building shifts multiple inches a year because of the lake. So, we had to be shut down for that. We put up a rock wall. We took out all the paneling and re-drywalled. It was an extensive 3 or 4 month renovation that we never could have done being open for business. Sure. So, the people before us had done a good job kind of starting to build up some money, and then we did a real good job saving up money. Then when COVID hit, we could spend that money and really beautify the place.
Anything else you want to plug this morning?
So the rest of the summer, in July we have the poker run for the Lake Association. That's always a good event. And then in August we always have our corn and sausage roast, which is our other annual kind of summer thing we do that people love to come out to. The Flying Toasters, we are planning on having them back over Labor Day. They'll play outside on the deck if we can get sponsors. They're simply too expensive to have indoors unless we get sponsors. So anybody interested in sponsoring them, give us a call at the Moose. I will be hitting up all of my previous sponsors, trust me. But it's a good event for the community. You can sit on your boat and listen to them. You can go out on the beach. It's a really fun time.
And once again, if somebody's interested in becoming a member of the Moose or even just volunteering, how do they do so?
They can stop out anytime after 11 o'clock. We are open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 9. We are open Sunday, 12 to 8. Those hours will change slightly when we open up for summer hours. We just stay open later. The opening time won't change. But stop out. You can ask any member, any board member, any bartender for an application. We'll be happy to get you signed up, tell you what we're all about, where your money goes. Ultimately, most of your money does go to Moose Heart, which is the high school in Illinois that serves underprivileged kids. But a third of your membership dues do come back to our lodge. So your money somewhat does stay local. And then we try and donate to a lot of local places as well when we raise money.
If you don't have anything going on June 10th, or even if you do, make sure and find some time in your schedule and you can go out and enjoy the opening of the lake event at the Moose. It's going to be a great time.
And make sure if you want to be in the reverse drawing, there's 550 tickets available. See a board member, see a bartender. You do not need to be a member to win the drawing. Now, if you do win the drawing, we'd like you to become a member.
Sure.
But
sure.
Again, you do not need to be a member to get a ticket. They are $10, and try to win some money.
And you can buy tickets the day of, I assume? Or no?
Until sold out.
Till sold out. Okay.
Usually we sell out the night before, and then we have those 10 people that call Saturday morning, hey, I want my tickets. Sorry.
Yeah.
It always happens that way.
Yep.
So yeah, get them now while you can.
Perfect.
You can buy tickets actually at the Moose from the bartender. You can come see me at Culligan, see Austin at Shepherd Chevrolet. Chris Brown will have them at Rochester Glass. The rest of our board members will just be out and about. But yeah, there are 550. So that sounds like a lot, but a lot of people buy 10.
Sure.
They actually
They'll go quick.
they go faster than people think. Like he said, we always have people stop in Saturday and they're upset there's none left. So
Get on it early if you want some. So.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys both for everything you do, not only for the Moose Lodge, but for the community. It's really appreciated.
Thank you.
thank you.
All right, Paul. Trivia time. What Indianapolis 500 winner started the tradition of drinking the milk after the victory? Was it Lewis Mayer, George Robson, Bill Holland, or A.J. Foyt?
I have absolutely no clue, so I'm going to go Foyt.
Foyt? You are incorrect. Actually, Lewis Meyer. I keep saying Mayer. It's Lewis Meyer. 1936.
Okay.
He decided he wanted to drink some milk, and then a few years later, it started the tradition of everybody drinking. Do you know what type of milk he drank?
2%.
Buttermilk.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Buttermilk.
Just, I'm wrong all the time.
Your dad's gonna be happy with it.
Yeah,
That's,
I know, right? I'm just gonna, close this out and run out the door.
well, we'll close today's show with some words of wisdom from John Wooden, legendary basketball coach for UCLA and basketball player for Purdue. Had to throw that.
Yeah, of course.
If you're not making mistakes, then you're not doing anything. I'm positive that a doer makes mistakes.
Those are great words of wisdom.
Everybody have a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, we'll see you guys again next week.
We'll be here. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
With those words of wisdom, this has been the First Federal Program.